Gaffney. Interviews are challenging because they are mostly verbal, and people with autism can struggle with audio communication. For me, I have slow audio processing, so being able to grasp every single word in any conversation is hard. Fortunately, visual accommodations help. However, interviews are, for the most part, all talk. And beyond that, interviews are just generally stressful. I feel myself sweating, I worry about being judged, and I worry that if I don't pass the interview, then it's a negative reflection on me. All that said, if the interviewer and interviewee have some general understanding and are open to accommodations, things can go a lot more smoothly for both. I have experienced both good and bad interviews myself, and want to share a few things that the interviewer can do to help things go well. I like it when the interviewer talks first, warms up the conversation a bit, and tells me what to expect. That makes me feel comfortable. I often need questions repeated. Please understand I may not hear you the first time because I have slow audio processing. It does not mean I was not paying attention. Myself, I will ask for a repeat. However, some people may be too nervous to talk. So if there is a long pause after a question, you may simply want to repeat it. Another tip to prompt a response is to ask the question a different way or give an example of an answer you are looking for. It's important to ensure the question is understood. After all, if I don't understand the question, how can I give you my best answer? Eye contact can be challenging. Please know I am not being rude or showing disrespect if I don't look you in the eye. And it's not all on the interviewer. Things that I have learned to do to be better prepared include communicating my disability up front and asking for accommodations. For me, trying to hide or not reveal my autism was not a path to success. I tried to interview at several stores without disclosing my autism, and in hindsight, I realized things would have gone much better if I had the conversation first so I could manage expectations. When possible, get the questions ahead of time or just Google common interview questions, then write out your answers. Have people ask you the questions and practice saying your answers out loud. If you can, try working with different people so you mix up your comfort level as you practice. Have your responses ready for when you don't know the answer. It's okay to not know. Once an interviewer asked me how I was going to get to work, a question I had not considered, and it made me very upset because I had associated the subject with the fact that I did not have a driver's license yet, and I blanked. I could have simply said, "I don't know, I can get back to you." However, I did not have that line ready to deliver. A few years ago, I was really struggling to get hired, so I met a life coach to help me with my confidence. Her name is Lorna, and she had me keep a notebook of things to help me be prepared for, such as considering my attitude, how I stood or sat, practicing tone, and showing appreciation up front, even for simply getting the interview. She was very helpful because I would not have thought of these things on my own. She helped me prepare for my interview at Target, and I have been working there for over 3 years now. I do like it when someone asks me a question related to a skill that I have. When I applied for a costume job, I mentioned that I had once sewed a mask out of a tank top for a school assignment. The interviewer was interested because she had never heard such a thing before. I didn't get the job, but being able to tell a story about myself and having it well received was definitely a boost to my feelings. One thing interviewers can do to ensure a comfortable atmosphere is to not make the candidate feel stupid in any way. Though I'm sure it isn't intentional, sometimes this can come through in tone of voice, either annoyance or kind of a baby talk. I like the idea that the person I am going to work with understands that people can make mistakes or misspeak or may need follow-up questions, that they can show respect for me and who I am from the beginning. After all, we may be working together, and the interview was a tell into how the working relationship might go. I have been very lucky to interview at places where people cared about accommodations and my success. However, it is still not the norm. So thanks for watching this video and wanting to learn more. It's important to give people with autism the best chance they can at passing an interview. Thanks.